What if I told you the future doesn't just happen to you? That instead of trying to predict what's coming next, you actually get to create the reality you envision? Too often we think the future is this fixed, predetermined path laid out before us, that at best we can study trends and data to make educated guesses about what may arrive. But what if I said the future is a blank canvas, and you are the architect holding the paintbrush, designing the decisive brushstrokes? That your daily thoughts, habits and actions compound over time to literally construct the future environments you inhabit. In this video, I'll reveal why the future can never be perfectly predicted, and how the most successful people throughout history realized they had to become intentional creators to fulfill their visions rather than passive observers. You'll learn the crucial mindset shift to adopt if you want to start manifesting your desired future reality, beginning today. Your future doesn't have to be a mystery or something you just stumble into. You get to be the author sculpting it with purpose. So open your mind and get ready to become the creator of your reality. Starting now. The limits of prediction. Think about all the major historical events, scientific breakthroughs, and technological transformations that disrupted the accepted, predictable course of the future at the time. The founding fathers rebelling against the British Empire, the Wright brothers pioneering airplane flight after centuries of gravity limitations, the internet revolutionizing communication and commerce. None of these groundbreaking moments that created new realities were accurately predicted by the mainstream. In fact, they were often doubted, ridiculed, or warned against by the experts who could only project straight-line continuations based on the current status quo assumptions. But that's the inherent flaw of trying to perfectly predict the future. Long-term forecasting is confined by the current knowledge, beliefs, and limits of each era. Anytime something radically new emerges that upends existing mental models, it causes predictions to become obsolete. The future will always contain disruptive innovations, socio-cultural shifts, and unprecedented events that make it extremely difficult, if not impossible, to accurately predict and manifest the full scope of what's to come years or decades ahead. Just think how few people's visions of their future at age 20 perfectly materialized. This isn't to say we can't make reasonable short-term projections based on evidence, but we have to understand the profound limits of thinking. We can predict and predetermine the long-range future with certainty. Actively creating and intentionally designing the reality you want to experience requires a much different mindset. You are the architect. If we can't rely on predictions to rigidly map out our future path, where does that leave us? It might feel unsettling at first to accept that the future is truly an uncharted territory that we get to intentionally design and manifest. But I'd argue that realization is incredibly empowering and hopeful. You see, if the future isn't predetermined or confined by the assumptions of current predictions, that means each of us has a blank canvas to vividly visualize and purposefully sculpt the desired reality we wish to create. We are the architects and authors holding the pen, actively designing the decisive brushstrokes that shape our future lives, careers, relationships, and legacies, one consistent habit at a time. Now, this isn't some magical bypass of hard work or avoiding obstacles. Intentionally creating your reality still requires diligent effort, sacrifice, learning, and perseverance. But it's about having a vision and making empowered choices daily to manifest that reality over time. The people who end up redefining the limits of what's possible are those who realize they had to become intentional creators and manifestors of their biggest visions, rather than passive observers going with the flow. Whether it's innovators like Steve Jobs or Oprah crafting groundbreaking careers, or someone like you striving for your dream life, that same profound opportunity to author your future belongs to anyone who claims it. You may not aspire to be the next global icon, but that same profound opportunity belongs to you as well. Like an architect, you get to be the designer crafting the plans and laying the foundations for the future reality you wish to inhabit. The first step is realizing that authorship is yours to claim. The future doesn't just happen. You make it happen through the delivered work of your own hands, day by day. What kind of life are you going to create? Envisioning your desired future. As the architect and visionary designer of your reality, Let's talk about the crucial first step in any ambitious creation, clearly envisioning the specific future you want to intentionally manifest. Just like an architect needs detailed renderings before construction, you need to be able to vividly visualize and clearly picture the dream reality you want to breathe life into. This is where cultivating your envisioning power becomes vital. Envisioning means painting a richly intricate mental vision of your desired outcome, feeling it as tangibly as if you could reach out and touch that reality already materialized. It's about vividly seeing and declaring the experience you intend to manifest. Don't underestimate this skill of visualization. Being able to summon the visceral sights, sounds, and emotions of your future desired state is like getting advanced blueprints and inspiration directly from your future actualized self. It sets an empowering intention to reverse engineer into reality. The most inspiring creators and visionaries who intentionally designed their lives were masters at envisioning their visions years or even decades before they were tangibly manifested and experienced. Their mind's eye gave form and momentum to their daily habits of working towards that reality. But this envisioning ability isn't just for famous people. It's a tool you can use to become the author of your own future. Want your dream business? Vividly envision every detail of running that thriving company. Aspire to write novels. Picture yourself as a celebrated author on tour. Crave an amazing relationship. Visualize and embody the emotions of your ideal partnership. By clarifying your envisioned future up front through visceral visualization, you can start intentionally designing outcomes from that empowered mental vision, rather than limiting yourself to your current perspective. It's a sneak peek of the reality you've yet to manifest through consistent action, but are now creating in your mind's eye first. Begin creating today. By now you understand that you have the power to intentionally design and manifest your desired future reality, rather than just accepting what life delivers. You've vividly envisioned and visualized the outcome you want to breathe life into. But here's the make or break factor. Actively creating and transforming that vision into a tangible manifestation requires sustained, consistent effort and habits over time. You don't just set an intention or make a vision board and watch your dreams automatically materialize. Like any monumental creation, whether it's an architectural marvel or a wildly successful business empire, it takes intentional daily action, adjustments and perseverance to purposefully sculpt that vision into physical form. The people who end up fulfilling their grand visions and designs for their lives are the consistent creators. They make manifesting their desired reality a habit, a disciplined practice woven into their routine. Even on days they don't feel motivated, they show up and put in the work, chipping away bit by bit. They also understand that their vision's manifestation won't happen overnight. There will be pivots, roadblocks, and moments of doubt along the way. But the consistent creators anticipate those challenges and keep recalibrating their process instead of quitting when they hit them. It's a grind requiring relentless grit and faith in your vision's manifestation, no doubt. A process that tests your commitment, resilience, and craving to experience the reality you've designed. But you must adopt the habits and process of an intentional, consistent creator. Schedule time to actively work towards manifesting your vision each day through strategic actions. Protect that creation time fiercely. When you persist through the ups and downs as a consistent creator, your envisioned future doesn't arrive suddenly. You simply wake up one day experiencing the reality you could previously only visualize,